Hello friends, I am Sarah.
I'm Vicky.
Welcome to Moral Story.
Welcome to Moral Story.
A young man in a house suddenly woke up early in the morning and shot and killed everyone in the house. He was then arrested. A photo taken by an immigrant following that tweet has been going viral for years. This is the photo that shook the world. What is the story behind this photo? Is the baby in this photo a baby? Come see the full.
Let's go into the video.
Let's go into the video.
You may have seen various ghost and occult ghost movies in Hollywood. So the last movie released in 2005 was Amityville Horror. The film is based on a true story. What really happened in that house was more horrific and horrifying than the scenes that come in that movie.
We, who had never heard of such an incident before, came to know about it, and it caused a kind of fear which led to the film being made. In this post we will look at the haunted house in Amity and what happened there and what is currently happening in that house.
The incident took place at a house in Amity, a small village about 30 miles from New York City in the United States. This house was just like the other houses as usual. It can be called a bungalow rather than a house. The house had all the amenities of a sunroom, back patio, deck, boathouse. Usually in the United States these facilities are available in most homes.
Thus one day in 1974, the family of Defoe lived in this house. He, his wife and his 5 children lived in the house. An incident takes place in this house at 3:15 a.m. one day in November.
Ronald Defoe, Defoe's 23-year-old son, got up at 3:15 a.m., took a 0.35mm pistol from the house, went to the other rooms in the house and shot everyone who was sleeping in a row. He killed a total of 6 people including his mother, father and 4 siblings.
Police arrived at the scene early in the morning and arrested Ronald. When he was questioned by the police, he was told by a voice that he was forced to do so. He also vowed that it had brainwashed him into doing so. But the police thought he was lying about something to escape punishment.
Many people saw the house as a horrible house in the area because 6 people were killed. Everyone in the house is dead. Ronald went to jail. No one lived in that house. The house was found dilapidated without maintenance.
He received 6 life sentences in the case against Ronald in the court. He is currently being held in a prison in New York. In the meantime, he went to jail and the house came up for sale because of a specific murder and the house was left unmaintained. The house was purchased in 1975 by George Lutz.
No one has come forward to buy this house since it was the house where the murder took place. So George Lutz bought this house for less than the value of almost such a large bungalow for just $80,000. He moved into the house with his wife, Kathy, and sons, Daniel and Christopher. Lutz was happy to think that he had bought a house at a low price and settled down.
But that happiness did not last long. When they moved into the house they started to feel things were all sorts of something different. They felt as if someone was watching them and someone was around them. Not only this, but day by day something different is starting to happen.
Lutz noticed something viscous coming out of the walls of the house. He did not understand what it was. Then he stared at the house near the house where there were no pigs. There was something red in its eyes. But there was nothing inside the house when he saw it.
The climax of this is that Lutz once woke up in the wee hours of the morning while sleeping. His wife, who was lying nearby at the time, was floating in the distance while asleep. When he saw it, he woke up. A few minutes later, his wife slowly fell asleep.
After that his wife would get up at around 3:15 a.m. every morning and do something. He has started doing it in his sleep. If you ask him in the morning what he did, he would not know it. Even if he did it in his sleep, it would be scary to watch. And he did exactly that at 3:15 every day. That was the time when Ronald killed his parents and siblings.
Frightened by all this, Lutz approached a priest. She has come home with him, believing that everything will be alright if he comes home and prays. When he got home and started praying, a voice from somewhere shouted angrily, "Get out." Frightened by this, everyone in the house ran away.
The matter spread throughout the area in Amity. More and more people started talking about the incident at Lutz's house. Especially since he slept soundly in his wife's arms. The noise heard when the priest came, everything was as much talked about among the people as seeing the pig house. In that case, he would have vacated the house on the 28th day, when Lutz was frightened and bought the house.
Meanwhile, there is talk among the people that there is a reason after Lutz did this. Lutz had a lot of debt and he could not pay it off, so he bought a house and kept it and made up the story. Many said it was his intention to get people to talk it out and keep it and earn money for the patents of the book and the filmmakers.
When the matter went viral, Lutz and Kate too agreed to take part in a lie detection test. Both did not lie in this test. It was revealed that all the words he said were true. By the time Lutz heard, everything was dead. Surviving now is his son Daniel. He also says that those 28 days of ghost home experience are terrifying.
Lutz, meanwhile, decided to summon various occultists to ward off the demon while he was in the house. But none of that fell through. A group of them came with a photographer. A boy stands in a photo he took on the stairs as he climbs the second floor of that house and his eyes are white. This photo was taken in 1976. In 1979, when he was suspected, he released the photo to the public.
That photo, which to the point of making everyone who sees it on social media even today tremble for a second, was then largely viral. It is noteworthy that what is in this photo is said to be the image of John Deepo, the son of Bo Deepo, who died in 1975, 1 year before 1976, which is said to have been taken.
The house has now changed hands with 5 people after the murder of the Defoe family. Lutz sold the house to someone. He sold it to someone else. The problem arises because the person who bought the house has the house number 112. So he changed it to 108. The home address changed to 108 Ocean Avenue.
He last sold the house in 2017 for $6.05 lakh. The seller wanted to sell it for $8 million. But no one was willing to buy it and it only sold for US $6.05 lakh.
Jay Anson met him in 1977 when he heard about the psyche of the Lutz family in the Amity area and asked him about all the experiences they had. He published a book called The Amity Horror. The book sold like hotcakes when it was first published. Many people searched and bought and read all these books.
The book was later made into a movie in 1979 and became a hit. The film was later remade in 2005. To date, 18 films have come out centering on the story. To this day, no one stays in that house. Everyone has a fear for life. Buyers are likely to call everyone who looks appropriate, if there are only a few.
What's so significant about a goat's head? Why did Ronald kill his parents and siblings? Is it true what the Lutz family that followed said everything about what they enjoyed? All of this is an unsolved mystery. Let it be on the page. What would you do if you really enjoyed what the Lutz family enjoyed?
Tell me in the comment.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.